This is Death Inc. on the Mack Report. Wow. Hello guys, how's it going? You're live now, you can wave and say hello.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
So, guys, welcome. There are a lot of you here, and I've made a terrible job of fitting you all in. It's like the worst. There's actually like a Death Inc. logo behind you, and you wouldn't even know it. There's Mr. Reason as well. Yes, we have. So we have Adam Carnage. Hello, Adam. Give us a wave.
Howdy.
We have Michelle, one of the leaders of Death Inc. So Michelle gives a wave. Although Michelle's probably the easiest person to work out. We then have, I'm going to get this in the wrong order. We've then got Brim. I'm pretty sure Brim gives a wave. If I got this right. Oh, how good is my memory, man? Did the stream just freeze? It probably has frozen. I've got drop frames already. I don't know what's going on with the internet just now. And then we've got Kelly in the middle. Hello, Kelly. Have I got the name right? Yeah, yep. Like that. And then we've got Jay over in the corner there, another streamer. So there we go. Jay gives a wave. Hey. And it's freezing like mad apparently. I love it. It's like, doesn't matter what time my internet's killing me. We'll hopefully we'll stick with it, and you know we've got this recorded, so if it all goes wrong, at least we've got a recording of it, and they can all just watch it on YouTube. So we'll do our best. How are we all doing, guys? I realised that no one's actually really said anything yet. It's just been me talking. How are you doing?
Doing
Doing good.
good.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Happy days. So
Happy
I think.
Monday.
Yeah. So it took us a bit of time getting this sorted out because you guys are spread all over America, and Adam's over my way, and then we've got me at the other side who normally can't do anything much later than this, so it was a bit of a struggle, but we've got there in the end. I'm so chuffed that you guys are on. We will start with the usual questions that we always have for every guest, and I think it works really well. I honestly don't know what order to do this in, so just shout out if you want to talk, okay? So, first question is, when did you start playing? Someone go for it.
I started playing in probably around 2014. The beginning of 2014. It was a little bit after Clan Wars started.
Happy days. Well, I need to nominate people. Is that going to be easier?
Okay, I'll go. Yeah, so I started in 2014 as well. After my friend absolutely nagged me to play to join his clan. He was like, "You'll love the game. Trust me, you'll love it. It's just up your street. It's just up your street." And I told him he didn't want me to play it because he knows I ruin games. I take them too serious. He got me into it, and I ruined the game for him. He stopped ages ago, and now I'm still playing.
Michelle, what about you?
I started playing it in August of 2012 when it first came out on iOS.
Wow. Like before spells existed.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good effort. Kelly, let's go with you next.
I started playing in about 2013.
Happy days. And
My friends got me into it.
nice. What about you, Brim?
It must have been 2013. I went back to look so I could get the exact date at one point in time. I couldn't find it, but yeah, man, it was the days before Gold Pass, and Town Hall 9 took a whole year to get through. It was the long struggle.
Man, Town Hall 9 was epic back in the day, wasn't it?
It was.
You went from having like just this wee king that you had to level up, and some dark troops you didn't bother putting any effort into because you had no idea how amazing they were. And then Town Hall, you just jumped on Town Hall 9, you had all these Town Hall all these hero levels to go, and then I had still had hogs to get sorted out and everything. I think the Wi-Fi is killing. I'm not even on Wi-Fi, I'm all wired in and everything, but I don't know what's going on. People are struggling, I think. What about favourite Town Hall level then, Jay? Let's just go back in the exact same order we did there. Jay, what is your favourite Town Hall level?
I think Town Hall 9, just because it was back in the day, man, it was so diverse. There were so many different attacks. What was it? Go wipe. There was nice hog attacks. Dragons were pretty OP back then. And then Lalo. You just had a nice variety that worked. I did not like that it took so long, but other than that, yeah, that was probably my favorite.
Favorite era.
Yeah.
Adam, what about you then?
I think Town 08 was my favorite. That was when I really fell in love with the game. I really started getting into doing Go-Ho at the time. And yeah, it was the first time I was in like a high-level war clan. And yeah, that was when I really started to love the game.
What about you, Michelle?
I would have to say Town Hall 11 was my favorite. It's probably the one I spent the least amount of time on, but it was my favorite.
And do you guys all kind of like push your, like, do you like push through just like farming to max? Is that your sort of style?
Not always. I was forced to. In the clan I was in as a Town Hall 9, when I fell in love with the game, yeah, you had to max or you couldn't go up, or they kicked you. So
happy days.
Yeah.
Who are we going with next? Kelly, go for it. Tell us, what was your favourite Town Hall level?
Town Hall 9 was probably my favorite, just because I used dragons just only until then. So it just kind of taught me a lot more about the game. It became a lot more fun.
Yeah, happy days. And Brim, what are you saying?
You know, I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back to Town Hall 10 myself. Getting through Town Hall 9 without the gold pass. Town Hall 10 hit. That's when I met Jay Lethal, and over in Milan. Yeah, and that's kind of the beginning of the Death Ink Alliance. You know, it's when we started everything. So, yeah, I think everything just started to click right around that time.
Yep.
I think we might as well be doing this offline, guys, because no one, I think everyone's just getting horrible lag on the stream, but we'll keep going, and we'll get this on YouTube, so it'll be okay. That's totally thrown me. Right, favourite strategies. What's our favourite strategies, guys?
Are you talking all time or just currently?
I don't know.
I mean, I like Lalo. I've always also liked Hogs, but they're kind of irrelevant right now, so it sucks. But yeah, my favorite to use are those. And then Pekka Bobat was pretty awesome for a long time. Still is, really. Town Hall 12. So, but yeah, my favorite strat overall is anything with bats in it.
Anything with bats. I love a bit of bats, yeah.
Yeah, I could attack without them, but they're so fun.
What's anyone else loving bats?
I used to.
Yeah,
I
I
used to love bats, yeah.
I'm using
Bats,
them now just because I like hogs and they're relevant too. So I've been using a lot of bats and dragons.
Yeah.
Bats for me, Town Hall 12 was where bats were at. They were so good then.
Oh, yeah.
Adam, what about you?
Yeah, it's got to be hogs for me. Ever since learning Go-Ho, Town Away, I've really, really loved using hogs. I mean, Town Hall 13 hybrid and stuff, excellent. So yeah, it has sucked recently that hogs aren't a part of the meta.
And do you think Jing is coming back? I mean, we're already seeing like top level players sort of pushing hogs and hybrid before it's maybe really, really like sort of buffed. But I think we've got the update coming soon. Is that something you're expecting to see? Something you're looking forward to see?
It's a reaction to base building moving towards completely anti-drag, sort of, and they're changing traps to be sort of anti-sui. So it has left the door open slightly for doing hybrid, but it's still not as strong as it was at Town Hall 13.
Do you think when they buff it though, it'll completely break it? That's my concern.
I think when they buff, I think we're all expecting a level on miners. I think it will be more balanced. I don't think it will be too overpowered, because then base building will move back towards to defend against it as well.
Yep.
Anyone got any other troops that they love? Or is just everyone hog fans?
No, anti-hog. Never used hogs.
Never used hogs. Not even at Town Hall 8.
No.
Oh man, hogs at Town Hall 8 were my favourite. Apart from that time that I went into a double giant bomb in a heal spell and they melted instantly. I still have horror, just nightmares about that time. That was when I learnt that double giant bomb will kill hogs, even under heal spell, because I hit them side on and they just melted. It was incredible. So what about you then, Michelle? If it's not hogs, what's your troop?
Dragloon.
So you're loving the meta right now.
Yes. No, Adam doesn't like to hear that.
Yeah, we'd ask Adam what he calls that attack, but gotta keep it
It's not
clean.
very PC.
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, okay, the next one, this is my favourite question of every Mack report ever, is where did your names come from? Now, your in-game name we might need to go with for some of you guys, because some of you guys are just using like your actual name. So Adam Carnage, talk to me about that. Let's start us off with a story.
Yeah, so mine, Carnage is actually really, really similar to my surname. I'm not going to say what it is because it's actually really, really unique. I'm actually the only person with my surname in the world due to it being like a misspelling a couple generations ago. So yeah, I've been known as Adam Carnage seriously since I was like 18 when I started DJing, and it's just always been my nickname and a name I go to ever since. It's I use it online for video gaming. I just use it all the time, so it just seemed a natural choice.
Ah, that's cool. That's cool. So Michelle, I'm assuming Michelle is your name. So but what about your in-game name? What if you want to share your sort of your chief name and what do you use?
I
In
mean, I
Clash of
use
Clans?
Michelle, which is kind of a play on Michelle, and a lot of people call me Shell, so that's where my account name comes from.
Cool. Happy days. Jay Lethal, let's go for yours one.
So mine, if you know me, you know I'm a man of many names. So I constantly change names and stuff. But yeah, so Jay Lethal came from my old name used to be It's Grenades or Nades or Grenades, and it's a form of a lethal, and it just sounded cool, so I kind of used it. Sounded better than Nades. So it really changed. I got my name when I started streaming. Before that, I was known as Noble in Clash.
Okay, cool. So that was like a deliberate move when you when you went into the streaming side of things. That's
Yeah,
cool.
because I had to kind of look for something that wasn't really used, too much.
Happy days. Kelly, go for it.
I just use my own name, Kelly, as my chief name because
Is that your in-game name as well?
yeah,
One of them.
Or an imaginary.
It's about the first one that you come up with.
Yeah.
It shows the genuinely. There's a lot of times I'm expecting people to say that as like, oh, it's just my name, and then there's this massive story behind it. So I think yourself and Shide are probably the only two people that are like, that's my name. That's it. Shide 95 was he went, that's my name in the year I was born. I'm like, okay, cool, excellent. Brim, what about you?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time going over this stuff and trying to find something that's unique. There's so many people on Clash of Clans. It's just it's not easy to find something that's different, that stands out, that you like. So yeah, Jay Lethal and I, we spent quite a few hours kind of brainstorming some branding, some ideas and stuff like that. So no, I just landed on the name Brimstone. Something that just stuck.
And go on then, who wants to tell the story of coming up with a name with Death Inc. then? Tell us a little bit about that name, because that's kind of a name that you guys are all going under.
I'll take that one. Just
go for it.
So it originally started like we kind of had two clans at the time, and we were trying to come up with a name for when we did CWL. So we wanted to come up with a cool name for the alliance because we were taking our top 15 people and doing CWL in a different clan. So we originally came up with a name called Black Lotus, but then me and my brother got together and decided that Death Inc. was better. So kind of just went with it. Kind of went with like a incorporated name, to let everybody know we were a business. So
yeah, show it's serious.
Yeah.
So, quite right.
We have big plans, man. So.
And go on, tell us a little bit about the history then. So we got where the name came from. When did you form the clan family? What are you talked about being serious? What are your sort of your goals? Where are you trying to take it? Tell us a little bit about that.
I forget what day we said we started, that we actually started. We kind of went back and looked at the creation of the first clan, but I say it was in 2018. when things really started going. We had Fearless, which was a push clan, and we kind of just started. Brimstone's the big one. He went and found other clans, man, and we just started adding clans on, and it just kind of grew. So our main goal is to create a big place where people can clash how they want, and there's something for everybody. You know, like in our servers and stuff, we have tons of stuff going on, and we have 10, 15 times more people that are here right now helping run everything. So, but yeah, that's kind of how we started off. You know, we just got more and more people involved, and everybody got excited about it. And like I said, it just grew from there, and we just started taking on different things as they came. So,
happy days. That's good. So like, how many families have you got now? I'm not sure if Adam smile and wave, Adam. How many clans have you got in the family now, guys?
Yeah. Somebody else can talk too.
We have about 20 clans right now in the alliance.
20. And so I've from speaking to like people in like EYG and Unfair Warfare, who are other big clan families as well. Do you have clans that are more involved than others, or is there quite good integration? Is that probably like one of the biggest challenges I would have thought for a clan family is getting that integration, getting everyone sort of working together and pulling in the same direction, or do you get much rivalry going on between the clans?
No, I'd say we kind of try to just let the clans do their own thing. We bring everybody together on our Discord server, and you know, from there, we get a lot of people involved from the clans. I would not say 100% of the people that are in the clans are involved, but there's a good amount, man. We've created a pretty good community, man. We have roughly 600 members, I would say. We have a lot more in the server, but that's bots and people that aren't active and stuff. But yeah, we have there's a lot of people, man, and we do events and all kinds of stuff to get people involved. So it's fun. So Kelly really brings it all together with his CWL stuff.
Go on then, Kelly. Tell us about that. Tell us about CWL. Nice link, Jay. Well done, man.
Yeah.
It's just a big mess.
Yeah.
But we found a strategy that just seems to work really well. And we probably have 6 or 7 just CWL clans only that we use for the people that can't get in their own clan. So we just try and make sure everyone gets involved in the CWL somewhere.
Yep.
I have that strategy of having somewhere for everyone to sort of play. Right, so Joshua's in chat talking about, I wonder if my small clan can join Death Inc. That's a good question. And Brim, you haven't spoken in a while, so you're getting this question, okay? And it's not on the sheet, so hopefully you already know the answer. If someone wants to join Death Inc., they want to bring their clan in, how do they go about doing it? Tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, join our Discord server. You know, we got a custom URL for invite code. It's Death Inc. So, you know, join the server with the code Death Inc. Come to the lounge. That's our place where everybody gets together to chat from all of our clans. So, you know, just you pop up in the lounge and you know, let us know that you're interested. So it is an adult-only alliance. So we do ask that everybody that joins is, you know, over the age of 18. And we start an interview process. So we use a Clash Recruiter. It's a Discord bot. And we start a pretty detailed interview process, go through some basic questions, get to know the leader of the clan. It does have to be the leader that we want to interview and just get to know them and go check out their clan. A lot of the time, Kelly will go over first and learn a little bit about the clan. And, you know, it's good. I think it's a good process. Of course, we can't take every single clan that comes through. We get a lot of interviews. That's a lot of the time, you know, that we're spending working on Discord, a lot of the admin work, but we do a lot of those interviews as well. So really, it comes down to culture. You know, it's a big group of like-minded people, you know, working towards something together. So, you know, if we vibe, we get along, and things are going good, you know, then we usually onboard new clans into the alliance and grow it a little bit bigger. So
happy days. I don't know if CJ, if you're still in the chat, if you want to like chuck a link in, then go for it. Chuck a link to the server, and that's absolutely fine. But yeah, that's awesome. So there you go. Joshua, you've got your answer. That's what you need to do if you want to get your clan involved. And what about competitive elements? So you guys, I came across Death Inc. through Family Feud, and the whole point of me running Family Feud was to try and celebrate clan families and have them sort of taking on each other. Now you guys had a bit of a rough start this season. I can't remember who you played against, but you got kind of owned by a team that came out of nowhere. Like they blew.
It wasn't Realm of Terror. It wasn't Realm of Terror.
It wasn't Realm of Terror. What about competitive scene? Have are you getting involved? Are you taking anything further than just doing Supercell CWL? Are you doing any other competitive stuff?
Oh yeah, we have 4 teams. We have 4 teams, and they're all doing pretty well. You know, it's something new in Death Inc. for us still. I mean, our main team's been doing a little while. We have a team Dark Power, which is Burton's team. They've been around doing comp stuff for a lot longer than us. But yeah, we just keep adding more teams. Some of you guys know Dark Assassins. Maybe you've seen Darkest Fear as well. So yeah, we're growing. We're growing, and we're in a bunch of tournaments. So hopefully you'll start seeing us in the end game of those.
Yeah, I mean that's the experience thing, and that's you find that especially with having the bigger league format of Family Feud is that like you maybe have a 5v5 team, but then when you have to bring in a few more players, then that makes it a bit more challenging to get people that have got lots and lots of experience in that. But hopefully it's a good experience getting it. So yeah. So there are 2 streamers on screen right now. There are quite a few streamers in Death Inc. We've got Mr. E, who I don't know if he's officially joined Death Inc. yet or not, but you guys got quite a few streamers going on with Death Inc. Is that like a deliberate strategy? Maybe a non-streamer wants to talk to us about this. Michelle, is this do you go hunting streamers to try and bring them in to try and sort of raise the profile of Death Inc. or is it just something that's happened?
Just kind of something that's happened.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That was a dead question.
Well, no, I could elaborate. So with me, I started streaming. Give me something to do because I like playing Clash. I actually started streaming Call of Duty, and I'm terrible. So I started just focusing on Clash. Actually, I started streaming and focusing on Clash after I stumbled onto Adam's stream on Facebook. And I kind of was like, oh, dude, I was like, he makes it look relaxing because I've watched wars and stuff. And I'm like, that's not me. I can't cover wars. I'm not a caster, you know, I'm more of a laid back, chill stream guy. So I wouldn't say we deliberately went after streamers. I didn't start watching anybody that's part of the alliance because I wanted to recruit them. It just worked out that way. So especially with Adam, it just kind of happened, you know, it kind of formed from the esports stuff. You know, he wanted to be on the team, and it happened from there. And, you know, other streamers know him, and they came, and yeah, so kind of just fell together. It was not deliberate, but it has been good.
Nah, cool. Happy days, because we've got
like a natural process. Like I say, Jay found me on Facebook. Those guys were doing really, really well. I was really, really impressed with when I did join like the admin and stuff they got in the background. Obviously, they spoke about having 20 clans, and just like the size in the organization was super, super impressive. And like that's really what's won me over. Because initially, I just said I'd come across with some wars. That happened, and like I brought like CJ and like a few guys from my clan with me, and I've really, really enjoyed it, and I couldn't even think about leaving now.
Happy days. That's brilliant. So, and the next one on my list is World. So I had like a sort of generic filler in here of like, we'll just talk about anything that's happened in the Worlds. Did you guys catch any of it, or because it was kind of good? It was a good time for America. It wasn't a great time I went to sleep before the end of it, and then woke up to a whole load of drama. Did you guys catch any of the matches? Watch anything at all, or were you busy concentrating on your own stuff?
I did catch quite a lot of the weekend. Actually, I caught like the first few matches, and then I sat down, had lunch, watched the film, and then I came back and caught the last couple matches. And yeah, I caught the tail end of the drama. That was we all woke up to this morning.
Yeah. What about you, Lethal? You saw you were about to say something there.
Oh no, I just said kind of was doing our own thing. I was doing my own thing yesterday. I didn't really catch. If I'm out, I'm not watching.
So, do you think that is there too much worlds now? Is it sort of losing people, or do you think it's just so like when it was a one-off event, then I think it was drawing everyone in. But I think like even if you look at the number of teams that are applying for it, it feels like it's dropping off compared to like previous months. Do you think they're do you like this format that they're doing, or is it just a bit much?
I love the format. I don't know about the streaming part of it, but the format itself, I've been kind of saying that they should incorporate some other tournaments that can be official along the way, and do it the same way, like GCC and some of these bigger tournaments. Like, it would be nice if they could incorporate them through the game. Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the format as well. I know there were some teething issues to start off with that have maybe annoyed a few people, stopped them from competing, but I think it is more open to the more casual team as long as you're obviously in Champions League. I think before the organization of it, having to go to ESL, having to get your players, your team over to there as well, get them signed up, and then do the manual chasing of the clans, like that seemed quite sort of admin heavy, a lot reliant on the clans to do all the legwork. I do like the new system. I knew there were some teething issues, and I feel like a lot of people mentioned this time round about the teams not signing up, and I think that's a lot to do with the fact that Clash of Clans is very, very popular in Asia, and it just wasn't a good time zone for them this time round, this month.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. What about anyone else? Got anything else they want to say on that sort of stuff? Did you guys put a team in?
We had, 3 teams in, Michelle?
Yeah, we had 3 teams in.
Yeah. So Death Inc., Fearless was Michelle's team, and Carl from Death Inc. as well, and a few other people, and then Dark Power had a team in as well.
And how did you guys do?
We've been pretty lucky. So we lost in the final in the first month's qualifiers. We have missed a couple, and then we lost in the semi-finals of the day 1 qualifier this time round. So really frustrating, swing and a miss for us getting day 2, getting that exposure. But hopefully next month we'll get on there.
Yeah, Fearless pulled One Hive first round. So
I've competed twice, and then it's kind of either been bad timings or loads of other stuff. FGR, thank you, man. First month was definitely the best for me. I was carried on to day 2. Then we came up against Omnipotence, and they battered us. And then the second month, I don't know who we came up against, but we didn't get out of day 1 basically. So it's so difficult with the one hit format. I like what you're saying, Jay, about like the community leagues. It looks like they're doing that a little bit with like there's a silver ticket for ESL stuff. There's a silver ticket for Clash Masters. So yeah, you think they should maybe be expanding that to like some more of the community leagues like GCC and these sort of more. I just think
the format they put, how you sign up and how you check in and how the matches are run and stuff like that. I feel like they should include some of these tournaments and have it as a tab on your game, so you don't have to go on Discord and search around and then deal with their format that they're using, because we all know there's some formats and Discord servers that are just crazy, and you're just like, where do I go? What do I do? You have to use different bots for all this stuff, and I feel like it would be a lot easier if they could incorporate it through the game, If
they could put it all in the game. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, not all of it. You got to earn your spot, but like GCC, that's a big one, like there's a few other ones. So,
yeah, and GCC hits that requirement of being open to all as well, doesn't it? So
yeah, and they're professional. They're really professional at GCC. I kind of like it. You see them grow every season, and things get a little bit better and easier. As far as signing up.
I give GCC so much abuse for their bot, because every time I try and use that bot, I forget what the complicated command is that I need to do to just pull up my stream. I love where that bull that looks like a turd landed on the emote wall, landed right on my face. You can see that? I don't know if you saw that. That's beautiful. Anyway, but you know what? When they produce a printout of every day, and it's just the bot just spits it out in one go, and it's all organized. You can see what things are already being streamed by other people. They're really refining that bot now. It's really well organized from a streamer's point of view. I just wish, man, I just can't do commands, man. And stream name G. What's the code of my team?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's just like, it kills me. But the product's nice. The thing that comes out that it spits out the other end, I just wish it would understand me better. Anyway, let's go on to someone else. Most frustrating and best thing about Clash. We'll do a little bit of a round robin here. Kelly, you have not said anything for a while. I'm worried that you might be asleep. So do you want to start us off? What is the start with the most frustrating and then finish on a high? What's the most frustrating thing? And then what's the best thing?
Losing connection during a war attack.
The most frustrating thing. Oh yeah.
I don't get it near as much anymore. I think Clash has helped their system, but it used to happen very frequently, and it drive me nuts. I want to throw my phone, quit playing the game.
And what about the best thing? What's the best thing about playing Clash? Why do you still play it?
I think the main thing I still play is just for the community. I mean, the game itself is still fun, but the people are people. So I mean, it's just fun to interact with different people from all over.
Cool. I'll get someone else to say in a second, but guys, we're going to do viewers' question in a second, and most of you guys are from Death Inc., so I want some real belting questions for these guys, all right? And I'll randomly pick them as they go, but feel free to just start spamming them, and I'll see if I can get there in the end. Right, Brim, tell us what's the most frustrating thing about Clash, and then what's the best thing?
Yeah. No, this is a great question. I'm glad you asked. The most frustrating thing for me is as a leadership and an alliance, we got a lot of clans and Master League 1, Champion League. When you win Master League 1 in a 30 versus 30, you get rewarded by having to go to Champion League and run a 15 versus 15, which is really challenging. You got to send half your clan to another clan for CWL next month, and I just think that there should be an option to be able to keep your clan at the top tier 30 versus 30, especially for push clans. It's just, it's challenging. You lose half your clan that way. So
yeah, it leads to really awkward conversations with people about you're not good enough to make the cut, and even if that's not what the case, do you know what I mean? It's just like you've got half the size of your squad. Yeah, so
the management.
Oh, I think we're losing him.
Kelly doing the CWL management, and it's fantastic. So,
I think we missed what the best thing about Clash was there, but I think we got that Kelly's the best thing about Clash. I think we're okay with that works. Michelle, go for it. Tell us what's the most frustrating thing, and what's the best thing.
Probably the most frustrating thing is being in war and people missing 2 hits. One hit I can maybe deal with, but when they miss 2 hits, that gets frustrating. And then
best thing?
The best thing about it is, meeting people from all over and, friends and extended family now.
Happy days. Right, Jay, go for it. What's the most frustrating thing?
For me, the most frustrating thing is people committing and stuff especially when you're dealing with stuff like esports. We've gone through a couple members, our original roster is not the same as the current one. It's just finding people that have the time, as far as on that aspect. But yeah, kind of with wars, it's just people. It's frustrating that people go in and out of the game, And
the best thing?
It's understandable. It challenges you, man. This game challenges the crap out of you, whether it's base building or attacking. And if you think you're really good at the game, something's going to come along and change it. So you have to show that you can also change with the game. I like the challenge. That's my favorite part.
And go for it, Adam. Finish us off. What's the?
Yeah, not left me alone. I think everyone in chat's calling it, but I have always been a bit of a hater of air attacks, excluding Lalo because it's an exceptionally skilled attack. But yeah, bringing out the Dragon Rider troop was low key the most annoying time of the year for me. I really feel like we didn't need another dragon troop. At least give it another name. Just anything. Just flying Zeus. Like firing rockets. Just not another dragon. But yeah,
when it came out, it was bizarre though, wasn't it? You're just like, right, so this is a tanky flying thing that does quite a lot of damage and targets defenses. Right, okay, that feels like it's going to be quite strong. And they're like, oh yeah, it is strong. It's quite strong. It turns out it's pretty overpowered. Yeah, great.
Yeah, exactly. So I've never really been a fan of air anyway. So yeah, like just them bringing out another dragon troop, it really felt like it was like a leftover idea that they just didn't have any fresh ones. But you know, hopefully one day I'll get to speak to Supercell and share some good ideas with them on what they can bring in.
And best thing about Clash, why'd you keep playing it?
Just the community, and like even before I became like an online sort of a content creator streamer, like even before that I was making friends within the game, and that was that's really cool. And now like the whole streaming thing has just opened the floodgates for meeting people, like developing communities and stuff. It really is just so awesome.
Up it is. FGR says give Adam a flying pecker. So yeah. There we go. Right, we're on to viewer questions now. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, but you guys, if you want, you can also ask each other questions if you want to do that. Now, while you're thinking about that, there was a question here about when are we getting Death Inc. merch, was one that I saw fly past. Jay, you're wearing quite a lot of Death Inc. merch. Can people buy this?
So yeah, I mean anybody could buy it. If you want, I'll send you the logo and you can have something made. But it's funny because actually we're going to be discussing a merch store after this meeting. I think we have a lot of stuff worked out already. We just need to solidify it. But we've been working on it. It's just kind of one of those things that's hard without putting a lot of money into it, you know. So we kind of have to work that out to where, you know, we don't make money from any of this. Everything we do with Death Inc. is solely for the people in it, you know? So, I mean, obviously, we're not going to give away free merch. You're going to have to buy it. But point is, it's like we can't, you know. We've been working on it. We're trying to figure it out. So I think we have a pretty good plan going forward. So you should be able to see it. Probably have something up and going sooner than later. So.
Happy days. Hugo's asking after free merch for Alliance members. I think yeah. I think that might be a bit much, Hugo, man.
we're gonna have to purge first. No, just kidding.
Hugo gets kicked, and then you dish it out to every other member.
No, but I will tell you, man. We do have a lot of streamers, and you know they may give away Death Inc. merch. You know, you never know. So just make sure you guys are, you know, active. Go watch your favorite streamers. Go watch Death Inc. streamers. You know, win some stuff maybe.
Have you guys got any questions for each other? Michelle, you got anything you want to ask Adam about, like maybe get some advice on how to use dragons? It sounds like Adam's an expert on dragons and how to use them. Because he
don't understand why he's anti-dragon.
It's not that he's anti-dragon; he's anti so many dragons. Like,
honestly, I've said this so many times on my stream. It started when I was like a Town Hall 6. And my friend who I spoke about earlier, who'd got me into the game, was like, you should watch Dragons. Was at the time, you know, I was like a Town Hall 6. I was like placing giants and carefully making sure archers were tanked for. And I was really enjoying the layers of skill that were involved in demolishing a base. And he was like, check this out. And he just like used all 3 of his spells, because like zaps were 2, house in space, and it was before dark spell troops. Dark spells. And so he just 3 zapped an air defense and then swiped his finger across his phone to place all 10 dragons back, and then we just sat there and watched these dragons go into place. And I was just like, dude, I'm like learning all this like skill, tanking, funneling, and you're just like swipe ... swipe. Like you're just, that's more like Morse code than playing a game. What are you doing? Like so like, it started then. That was my pet hate towards air. It just felt like it was taking stuff away from the game that I really enjoyed.
Do you know what? I was so happy when I think it was Town Hall 12 that dragons came back into it. They were kind of not really a thing at Town Hall 11 when Town Hall 11 first came out, and then they sort of became a thing again, like E-Drags had taken over, but then they did some sort of buff or change, and then Drag Battle was this thing, and I love Town Hall 12 and Drag Battle. I love dragons at Town Hall 7 because I am that guy that, well, you know, like I learned how to funnel using like Jake from One Hive's videos, and he shot a, you know, that's the funnel diagram, you know, like he actually drew on the screen and all that, and blew my mind. It was like, oh, that's how it works. And yeah, so what do I know? I think I'm kind of exclusively Blizz Drags at the moment. So although I did try to do a Warden walk today with an Air Warden, so that was that was pro strats. Move hold on that. Let's see, we've got like the chat is flying, but I can't see questions. I'm trying to now find any questions.
There's a lot of taunting.
Yeah, people are just baiting Adam. They're all questions for Adam. How does Kelly always keep so calm with all people moving clans for CWL? He's always on point. You got any secrets, Kelly?
No. The morning of the first clan war starting is always kind of a nightmare because you just kind of hope everyone's where they're supposed to be, but you just make it work.
How much chasing of people do you have to do? Or are people fairly well organized with like your system?
It's getting a lot better. The first time we did it, it was a lot of chasing, but it's for the most part very lot fewer. So it's getting better.
Happy days. Have you guys got questions for each other? You got anything you've ever wanted to ask people?
Yeah, Bram, what's your phone number, bro?
That's a great question. I'm not going to answer it, but it's a good question.
I thought Bram was about to answer that. I was about to go, whoa, don't say it. You're up for well, it's...
Bram, what's your email address for your account?
Mr. E says, how awesome is the DACL going to be? I don't even know what that is. Dark Assassins.
I was going to give a shout out to that. Anyways, Dark Assassins Champions League.
Okay.
This is a Town Hall 14 1v1 bracket tournament. It's on a challenge. Yeah, they're on Discord. They're on Twitter. You know, go to Twitter and search for Dark Assassins Champions League. You will find the page. You will find the server. It's exploding though. This is a pretty big event that's happening.
Yeah,
nice.
there's a link in
Know
our...
that they have acquired quite a few high-profile attackers for it, so it's definitely something to be watch out for.
Nice. Oh,
And
sponsored by RH Base Building too. So, yeah, this was done by Animal. He's in Dark Assassins, one of our clans in the alliance.
He's in the chat.
Single-handedly put together by Animal. He's done an amazing job with it. So
nice one.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the next Death Inc. sort of back thing. Is it the Dark Assassins Champions League? I like that. Sounds exciting. I first sort of got into streaming through but quite early on. It wasn't what got me into streaming, but got me into the competitive side of things was Alpha League, and that's like that sort of 1v1 sort of format. So yeah, that sounds really cool. Sounds nice. Any plans for lower town halls like 11 and 12 comp wars? I mean, do you guys have, is it just Town Hall 14 comp teams you've got at the moment, or are you dabbling in like the GCC 11 and 12 scene as well?
Not yet. We haven't started with that yet. It's kind of one of those things is we need somebody to run the team, you know? Because I mean, we're not going to probably compete in them, so you kind of need somebody to run the team and somebody to organize it and stay on top of it, you know? So, because that's one of the biggest things with doing tournaments, most people know, is negotiations, getting your team signed up, making sure everybody's at the wars, you know? So we need somebody to run it and then find the tournaments and get in them. So it's that easy, really.
Oh, there you go. So there's a couple of different people that asked that same question there. So I think the thing is that if you want it to happen, step up. That what we're saying?
Yeah.
Happy days.
I mean, we don't. None of us have time to run another team. You know, I know Michelle runs a team. I run a team. Kelly and Brim are really busy with admin work and stuff like that. Same with Michelle too. I don't really do much. You know, so everybody's kind of busy doing their own thing. So yeah, just need somebody to step it up and take over for it.
Sounds like Oasis is volunteering himself.
I wish he would. I dare him.
Double dare.
I
Double
triple
dare.
dog dare you.
Becky's saying, do they ever meet up in real life? Now, if you haven't, are there plans once restrictions go away to get a big old meetup going on? What are the plans?
It's not something we've really thought about. I haven't met anybody from the game. I live close to a bunch of people. I live in a big city, so I live close to a bunch of people that play. I just never went and met up with any of them. So I'm going to go hang out with you know, it would be nice to all get together. I mean, obviously, we have to fly Adam over here and a bunch of other people, but yeah, it's definitely probably something that's been in the back of all of our minds. It would be cool. Go have a drink.
Really cool.
Yeah, go have a drink or whatever and shoot, you know. But yeah, that's for me. Yeah.
You got anything you want to ask anyone else? Adam?
No, I mean,
ask?
I guess I could say to ask maybe the chat for the people that are in Death Inc. You know, how do you guys like being in it? You know, how is it? Is it what you thought it would be when you first joined?
The chat is absolutely buzzing. By the way, it's
they're
crazy.
The Discord servers like this sometimes too.
It's brilliant. CJ says, Mack, ask Brim if he will at some point join us on the esports team.
Man, I would love to. I would love to do esports. I used to. I had like one tournament against Tribe Gaming, did pretty good, but it's been busy, you know. I got kids. It's hard. It's hard to like do life and coordinate your Clash playing at a specific time. So
yeah, the competitive stuff is just it's a different way of playing, isn't it? You have people that either do sort of like sort of random spin wars, or you got like the sort of the 5v5 sort of friendly challenge stuff and all that. Sorry, I'm also trying to leave. Would the best under 18 person ever be allowed into the Death Inc. server? Says Joshua.
Oh yeah, Josh is trying really hard. We tend to stay away from minors because it's not just about the fact that adult content, you know, we don't filter the chats. We don't say, hey, you know, there's kids in here, watch your language, you know. We don't do any of that. We make it directed towards Death Inc. or towards adults. That way we don't have to worry about a parent finding their kid in our thing and then stumbling upon just going through and reading people talking crap back and forth to each other, you know. So we kind of stick away from that. I mean, you know, yeah, so we just keep it as a general rule. If you don't tell us you're a minor, then
I mean, Josh might have screwed himself over. He might have mentioned to the entire Death Inc. chat about 3 times.
Maybe there's an exception if he's 17 3/4, you know.
Yeah, 3/4, not one, you know, not 2/3, 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for now that's kind of what we just stick to that rule because you know, we've had kids that have come in and snuck in and caused a lot of problems, you know, or not problems but just did kid stuff, you know, came in there and talked smack to people and causing unnecessary drama. So we just kind of stay away from it.
Toxic Melstone, hashtag overload, Josh.
Yeah.
What you were saying there, Jay, about like how are people enjoying it? Someone's written there, Death Inc. is the best clan I've ever been in. Seems to be a place for everyone and their playstyle. So there you go. That's you don't get a much better endorsement than that, man. That's quite a nice.
Well, I mean, we try to make it fun for anybody.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier on, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, that's the goal when we started everything, you know. And we started off as 2 clans. Now we're 20 clans. You know, we have a coaching team. We have esports teams. We have, you know, we have event team that plans events and stuff. Like during CWL, we do 50-50 wars. We just do all kinds of stuff like that. We do end of season push, which we've been in the top 10, Michelle, for over a year now, or was it right at a year?
Yeah.
So either with Fearless or Death Inc. We're working on base building team currently. So keep an eye out for that. At some point, if it takes off, we might be selling bases. So
happy days. Fred, I missed your endorsement, and because it's you, I'm sure it was also horrendous. So, but I missed it, man. So, I'm trying to work out what his endorsement was now. He said, "Why didn't I read out the?" Right, okay. Death Inc.'s great, but I don't like that attached coach called CJ. He makes too much noise. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough. I can totally see that. Yeah, that's actually fair. Yeah.
CJ is OP.
CJ is OP. CJ has been sub to me since I got affiliate, and I still don't know why. The guy's awesome. So yeah, when you just you got people that are just love Twitch and are great. CJ, as my dad says, toxic melon. There we go.
Yeah,
Poor CJ. Happy days. Guys, I don't have much more. It feels like it's been quite short, but actually, we have been talking for an hour. So there we go. We've got.
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Of course you can. You can.
Yeah.
I feel that you guys, I've talked too much and you guys haven't said enough. So you guys take over. Chat away.
Yeah, no, I mean, Death Inc. base building. This is a new thing. It's ran by Ben Delta. We call him Ven. He's doing a great job with it. So we are looking for base builders on Death Inc. base building. If anybody's interested, come join the Discord server and talk to Ven. And yeah, it's going good. He's got some really great professional base builders coming in, and we're learning. We're building for Death Inc. right now. We're not selling bases publicly, but making a lot of progress really quick. So
nice.
Yeah.
CJ, I followed you from the day you streamed one of our wars before joining Death Inc. Alliance. Oh, there you go. I didn't even realize I did that. Anyone else got anything, or will I let you guys get away to having some sort of meeting about merch, which actually sounds like a very exciting meeting.
I think we're all good, man. Just like I said, if anybody out there in the chat that's not in Death Inc. and you want to come check us out, you can join the server. There's no you're in our server, you have to join our alliance. If you have a clan and stuff, just know that we do our due diligence when we look at a clan. We don't just say, "Hey, man, you're in." We go, we hang out in your clan, we talk to the people in your clan. We watch wars. We want to know that you're going to be a good fit. We've gone through some pretty big clans that just were, they thought they were too big for Death Inc., so it just didn't work out.
Happy days. Gator Paul, I feel like Gator Paul read the chat that was in. So we've got a little group going on at the moment, and Gator Paul's just said, "Whoa, Kelly has no pants on." That was definitely a discussion that happened before.
I don't know how. He's got pants on.
Anything could have happened there. I thought I saw my streaming career flash before my eyes. I thought I was about to get banned. I was like, I don't know what's about to happen. Guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming on. I'm sorry that I screwed up time zones last time and completely messed everyone about, so it all sort of went a little bit wrong last time. But I'm glad that we've been able to get you on and just chat about life and all that sort of stuff. Any last words? That sounds a bit ominous, but you know what I mean.
Just come and check us out, right? Come check us out. Join the server if you want to get involved. Come check out one of the streams. I stream daily. We've got Gaz Tomo. He doesn't stream as much, but he hosts at least a 1v1 tournament almost every week. He does a lot of YouTube content. Got Mystery is going to be joining. Just come check us out.
I love, Adam, that you didn't bother to give a shout out to Toxic Melon. I love how much you'll be hating that right now.
Treating me to
Toxic
keep
who?
right?
Toxic who? Poor Toxic Melon, he gets nothing but abuse. Guys, thanks so much for coming on.